Good afternoon. Welcome to Capper Foundation's virtual happy hour and 100th anniversary gala. I'm Emily McGee, Chair of Capper Foundation's Board of Trustees. On behalf of my fellow trustees and Capper's leadership and staff, we're excited you're joining us as we celebrate our 100th anniversary. Imagine 100 years of serving people with disabilities and being here today to celebrate their accomplishments. If you or a family member received services at Capper Foundation in the past 100 years, we encourage you to take a moment and sign our guest book in the Facebook comment section below. Share your story with us. We would love to hear it. I'd quickly like to recognize some very special businesses this afternoon. These community partners are foundational in providing this event and for their compassion of and investment in Capper Foundation. They recognize the value Capper brings to the community, and they show it with their support as underwriters. So thank you, gold level sponsors, Stormont Vale Foundation, Security Benefit, and Evergy Foundation. Thank you, silver level sponsor, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas. And thank you, bronze level sponsor, Heartland Home Care Services. Few organizations can claim a 100-year milestone. We thought you would enjoy seeing how it all started 100 years ago in 1920. First, we'd like to thank a few of our friends for making this reenactment possible. Mary Lynn's for crafting the script, Kelly Lynn's for narrating, character actors Dan Lindquist and Steve Costello, Topeka Civic Theater, and Keith Wahlberg for his masterful video production. Let's step back 100 years to the newspaper office of Arthur Capper, and then witness a quick video that takes us chronologically through a photo account of 100 years of serving individuals and major milestones experienced by Capper Foundation. You might even recognize someone.
By 1920, Arthur Capper was a publisher, Kansas governor from 1915 to 1919, and was just beginning his six-term tenure as United States Senator, representing Kansas in Washington, D.C. I'm pleased to introduce Dan Lindquist, speaking on behalf of Senator Arthur Capper, relaying his story, which is the beginning of our story, a story of a legacy at the Capper Foundation. With him is Steve Costello, portraying Senator Capper's Capper Publications composing room foreman, Capper Fund co-founder, and his trusted friend, Convenata.
I began life as an average Kansas urchin, but no boy ever had a better father and mother. I now know how lucky I am to have had such a wonderful father and mother. My parents were pretty strict with me, zealously preaching the gospel of work, self-reliance, sobriety, and economy. As a boy, I began to work in the summer for my father, for wages.
Yes, Senator Capper learned very early the importance of developing and encouraging children. Once when a child asked him, "Please help me buy a pig, Mr. Capper," he began teaching them business through lending, not giving them money. Thus, the pig and poultry clubs were born.
This began a long tradition of helping children. By 1940, Senator Capper had spent nearly $500,000 on boys and girls farm clubs.
Every year, the senator invited all children to his July 14th birthday party. Children from all over would come. Crippled children were VIP guests, so they got the royal treatment. Senator Capper's best-known philanthropy was the Capper Fund for Crippled Children, founded by himself, Christmas Eve, 1920.
You and I were quite a team that Christmas. Con was telling me about delivering presents that evening to the poor children of the town. Some of the children were unable to come out and receive their gifts because they were crippled. Those unfortunate crippled children. We must do something more than deliver toys and candy to these children. That evening, we decided that what they really needed was medical treatment that would better enable them to live more normal lives. We must get them out of the wheelchairs, make them walk, give them courage and a better chance in the race of life.
It was also at this time that Convenata's small daughter, Constance, was suffering from infantile paralysis from polio. Arthur knew Con fretted over meeting all the cost of surgery and medical care.
Knowing my friend's fears for his child and of those other children even less fortunate, I said, secure the services of the best surgeons, the best hospitals. Now, go to the office, get the money you need, and begin at once.
Thus, Christmas time 1920, the Capper Fund for Crippled Children was born. The fund was to pay for necessary treatment for crippled children whose parents could not.
We secured the services of the best orthopedic surgeon and arranged with the best hospitals to care for these children. Working without pay, Con served as the foundation's executive officer, developing its foundation and instilling in his co-workers a sense of pride and love for their jobs.
Senator Capper also quietly paid the medical bills for Con's daughter, but wanting his foundation to continue to help through the years, he also began accepting donations.
We soon began to get results. Stories in different Capper publications told of children given new lives. At first, the amounts were small, nickels, quarters, dollars, but they were many, and they increased rapidly. I am proud to say Arthur Capper was a pioneer in passing legislation providing for the hospitalization, rehabilitation, and placement of the crippled child under state and federal law. For as the senator once said, no other heart appeal is equal to that which comes from helping crippled children. No heartwarming tonic like the happiness of a crippled child made whole.
In 1934, co-founder Con Venata passed away, and that same year, the Capper Fund for Crippled Children changed its name to the Capper Foundation for Crippled Children, continuing the legacy begun by Con Venata and Senator Capper. Several thousand children in more than a dozen states were treated with funds from our organization and been given a brighter future. In 1947, the Capper Foundation established the Capper Center for Crippled Children in Topeka. Here, severely handicapped children were provided with the care they needed. In 1951, Senator Capper died, leaving a strong legacy in the Capper Foundation.
Jim, it's been interesting walking through the past 100 years. I'm so thankful for those who have joined us today and shared in Capper's story.
When you think about how many lives have been changed, about the support from our friends across Kansas and the United States, it warms your heart. I'm Jim Leiker, President and CEO of Capper Foundation. The powerful stories over the past 100 years and new stories being created today are the why Capper Foundation exists. Our mission is to build abilities and empower people of all ages living with disabilities. It can't be more meaningful than that. We have observed over the years how hard so many individuals and families work to accomplish their hopes and dreams of greater independence and inclusion in our communities. Capper Foundation has always been about having dedicated, caring staff, volunteers, donors, and persons served, and their families all working together to make good things happen. Arthur Capper had the foresight, the means, and the heart to start Capper Foundation from one conversation on Christmas Eve, taking personal action to help children with polio to have a fair start in the race of life. And to continue his dream today is amazing. I've been honored to serve in leadership at Capper Foundation for 28 years, over 1/4 of the time of its existence, and I have seen lots of change. Change that is a result of evolving needs of individuals with disabilities in our communities, from polio in the first half of the century to providing services to infants, children, teens, and adults with disabilities today. We serve for a lifespan in Shawnee, Butler, and Cowley counties in Kansas, individuals from 51 cities and 18 counties. We are building abilities for their future. Capper Foundation provides high-quality, medically based pediatric therapies, including speech, occupational, physical, feeding and swallowing, and behavior supports for children. We want to prepare children for life, prepare them to be as independent as possible, to live a fulfilling life with their families, in school, and in their communities. Children grow up and sometimes still need our services, so we have a great adult day program and residential services to help provide additional supports and services and activities to keep them physically, mentally, and cognitively engaged. Many adults are very capable to work in our communities, so we help them with job training and job coaching as well. And these adults really want to work. Arthur Capper's partner, Convenata, shared how funds grew to help children with the gift of coins from across the country, dimes and quarters and dollars. We've experienced a bit of inflation since then, and we're hopeful you'll consider a new challenge, $1 per year for each of the 100 years we're celebrating. You can do the quick math, that's $100. For example, your gift can provide an hour of therapy for a child or help with art supplies for an adult in day services. Help Capper Foundation continue to be a beacon of hope and health and answers for families. Giving is easy with our text program from your cell phone or online at our website. We have some special guests, familiar faces, who would like to share a few thoughts with you.
I'm pleased to congratulate the Capper Foundation upon their 100-year anniversary. Initially, the foundation served children with disabilities, but over the years it has been expanded to include young people and adults. It's been a great foundation. It's lifted the hopes and made better lives for hundreds and hundreds of Kansans, and I applaud the foundation and very happy to lend my support.
I'm Senator Pat Roberts, and I want to thank you for inviting me to virtually join you today to mark the 100th anniversary of the Capper Foundation. Like many momentous occasions this year, I regret we cannot meet in person for this celebration of the Capper Foundation and its noble goal of serving youth and adults with disabilities all across our state. I am privileged to join Candace's favorite son, my mentor, my friend, Bob Dole, in this joint special celebration. I would be remiss if we didn't take a trip down memory lane to honor the man who started it all, Senator Arthur Capper. I have always been inspired by Senator Capper and am honored to follow in his footsteps. Senator Capper was in the newspaper business. I was too, and followed a career in public service. Representing the people of Kansas, I like to think I did the same thing. Senator Capper served 5 terms in the U.S. Senate, and I am privileged to serve in the same seat for 4 terms. In fact, we both served as chairman of the Senate Agriculture Committee. But perhaps his most lasting legacy is the Capper Foundation. In the past 100 years, the Capper Foundation has seen a lot of changes. It has taken on different names, locations, responsibilities, and services, but its mission and dedication to children with special needs remains strong and intact. The Capper Foundation has done an exceptional job of adapting to servicing the needs of Kansans, growing leaps and bounds from a children's rehabilitation facility in Topeka. Over the years, the foundation has increased their geographic coverage and service areas, including adult work centers, infant programs, professional and family training services, veterans assistance, and autistic and behavioral needs services. So today, the Capper Foundation provides services to every county in Kansas, and they're adapting to our new normal during COVID-19 pandemic with teletherapy services. Senator Capper would be so proud to see the immense growth of his foundation from the beginning, and all Kansans should be proud to have such an impressive and honorable organization in our state. Thank you for having me here today. I thank the Capper Foundation staff and volunteers for going above and beyond to improve the lives of Kansans with special needs.
Good evening. I'm Lieutenant Governor Lynn Rogers, and I just want to start by saying congratulations to the Capper Foundation for 100 years of incredible service to Kansas communities. I wish I could be joining you all for this ceremony in person, but I'm glad we have the means to make this happen virtually. The Capper Foundation has been offering a helping hand to children and adults with disabilities for a century now. Your work has touched the lives of countless families across the state, and you continue to create lasting change, even in the face of a global pandemic. As COVID-19 creates difficulties in delivering services, you all have adapted by creating new teletherapy service models for pediatric therapies. It fits with the spirit of your organization to serve your communities, no matter the complications. As I'm sure you already know, founder Arthur Capper shared an office with Governor Laura Kelly. You may also know that an office isn't the only thing the two have shared. Governor Kelly has been a longtime advocate for individuals with disabilities through legislation and oversight. While in the legislature, then Senator Kelly fought and voted to ensure individuals with disabilities were able to live at home. She also secured critical support for early childhood education programs. In 2009, she pushed for the early childhood block grants, the creation and funding to ensure that more kids enter kindergarten ready to learn. Governor Kelly and I continue to work for every Kansan, no matter who they are or where they live, to ensure that they can have the same opportunities to succeed. That means reducing the stigma against people with disabilities and ensuring they have the tools needed to be productive members of the workforce. The administration is committed to improving access to quality mental health care in schools and through community health centers. The Capper Foundation serves people in every corner of Kansas and is a real asset to our state and a partner to our office. So thank you for the opportunity to speak with you all this evening. And here's to 100 years of service and 100 more.
Capper Foundation, cheers to 100 years.
I'm Judith Kuzer, and it's my privilege to be a board member for the Capper Foundation, and I'm here to extend congratulations to them on the grand occasion of their 100th anniversary of the founding. I also want to wish them all the best in the next 100 years as they continue their mission of building abilities in children, adolescents, and adults. Thank you.
Congratulations on 100 years, Capper Foundation. Great job.
Congratulations, Capper Foundation, on your 100th anniversary. That's quite a milestone. Cheers to all involved with this wonderful organization, and here's to the next 100 years, building abilities together.
Congratulations, Capper Foundation, on a century of building abilities and improving people's lives. Keep it going.
Congratulations to the Capper Foundation for 100 years of excellent service, serving people with disabilities so that they can gain their independence to live, learn, work, and play in their communities. Wishing you many, many more.
Wow, 100 years. Congratulations, Capper Foundation, for all that you do to serve the people of this state and of local communities. 100 years long and still going strong. Thank you for all that you do. May we have another 100 years of this success. Thank you.
Congratulations, Capper Foundation. Awesome job.
What an honor it is to help celebrate 100 years of fantastic accomplishments for thousands of people and their loved ones and families and the community that we all enjoy and share. I want to wish Capper Foundation and all those that it serve many, many more years of happiness. Thanks.
Happy anniversary, Capper Foundation, and cheers for another 100 years.
Way to go, Capper. You've helped a lot of people in that first 100 years. Here's to the next 100.
Hi, this is Jay from the Blind Tiger Brewery. Capper Foundation has got 100 years. Wow, congratulations.
We are very thankful for all who have supported our services over the past 10 decades. Building abilities and empowering people to be the best they can be is what Capper Foundation is all about. Emily, we hope to be here another 100 years, and with the continued support and caring hearts of our friends watching today, we have a great start. And please don't forget about our challenge of $1 for each of our 100 years. And if you feel inclined to go above and beyond that amount, you can help us start celebrating our next 100 by increasing your gift. Cheers to our friends and families served, our sponsors and business partners, and especially you, our donors and supporters over the past 100 years who have empowered hundreds of thousands of children and adults with disabilities to have a more fulfilling life. And here's to Capper Foundation's next 100. Cheers.